The Wonder Team and the Space Race by Leah Williamson with Jordan Glover. Read by Ellie Kendrick. Chapter 1. The Twang. Leah groaned in frustration as she watched the ball soar over the hands of the Crickle End goalkeeper. It hit the back of the net with a triumphant thwack. The whistle sounded. Opposite Leah, Io, the other defender, shook her head in defeat. That was the third goal their opponents had scored. Crickle End High hadn't even come close to scoring one, and there was only a quarter of the match left. "Come on, guys!" Miss Corr shouted from the sideline as the team trudged back to their starting positions. "Don't give up. We've still got time to turn this around." Leah wasn't so sure. They'd known that the team from Thornton Brook were good, and they'd expected a challenge, but she hadn't thought it would be this difficult. The weather wasn't making things any easier. Rain fell over the pitch in a light mist. Their kits were soaked through, and the tips of Leah's fingers were starting to go numb. She rubbed her hands together, but it did nothing to banish the chill. "This is torture," Mimi groaned, jogging over to Leah's side. "I don't understand how they keep scoring," complained William, as he and Io joined them. Io scrunched up her nose. "Their strikers are just too fast," she said. "We can't keep up with them," Leah agreed. She scowled at the opposing team. "We're doing the best we can," Mimi said, placing a comforting hand on Io's shoulder. "It's no one's fault." Leah bit her lip, averting her eyes. Mimi might not be placing blame, but Leah couldn't help but feel responsible. It was her job to defend the goal, and so far she'd failed, spectacularly. She had to do something to stop Thornton Brook's imminent victory. The four of them split up, jogging over to take their places. The whistle blew, and Leah bounced on her toes. If they were going to turn the tide of this match, she had to focus. The midfielder from Thornton Brook had the ball, and he sped down the pitch towards Leah, leaving the Crickle End High players trailing behind him. Io rushed forward to meet him, her feet dancing across the wet grass as she attempted to intercept the ball. But, just like before, the Thornton Brook player was faster, and he dodged and weaved around her, edging closer to the goal. Leah felt adrenaline burn up inside her. There was no way she could let them score again. She surged towards the midfielder. He was already preparing to pass the ball, but Leah was ready for him. She jerked to the side, cutting him off and forcing him to turn the ball in a clumsy circle. She saw an opening. It was tight and a little bit risky, but Leah didn't stop to think about it. She lunged forward, her foot hooking around the ball and dragging it away from the midfielder. "Yes!" she yelled, a wild grin on her face. And then, a searing pain shot up her leg. Her triumphant cry turned into a strangled yelp as her knee gave way, sending her crashing to the grass. It was like something inside her leg had snapped. The ball spun away from her, but Leah didn't care as she gripped her knee, gasping. Her entire leg burned. She squeezed her eyes shut, breathing fast. Vaguely she heard the whistle blow, and then there were people crowding around her. "Elle, are you okay?" Mimi said anxiously. "What happened?" George asked. He'd sprinted over from the sideline when he'd seen Leah go down. Leah groaned in response. "Her face has gone totally white, miss." "Thanks, William, I can see that," came Miss Corr's voice, and then Leah felt a hand on her arm. "Leah, can you tell me where it hurts?" "My knee.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?